So individual tax method can be opted right now while creating customers. So the next question is like, okay, earlier, how was this happening? Earlier, tax preferences or tax method, whether it was inclusive or exclusive, was again set company wide. The decision was made for the company, for the organization. Organization wide, for any individual customer that you're creating, it can either be inclusive or exclusive. Why? Because let me show you how this is set under organization setup. If you come down, there will be a default. I mean, here you will be able to have the company name, address, city, state, postal code, the country, billing address, and then you could see the default option for selecting the tax method. So right now it is set tax inclusive. So for any customer that you're creating, what you have to do, I'm going to select the form for customer itself, the first form itself. Not going to change that. I'm going to create a new customer called hashtag, and none of the other fields are set mandatory here. I can add the TRN also. You see the tax method, it's already set to inclusive. So earlier, while you're creating a customer, we never had this. We never had this tax method there. So any of the user, even if it be an administrator itself, even if you're creating a new customer, you have to go with what the company has already decided. Right now, you imagine a use case like this. If you're creating a new customer and imagine you're dealing with a B2C customer and a B2B business you have. In a B2B case, maybe you have decided that company-wise, you have decided that this is our major, business audience, and we'll be setting it as tax inclusive. But sometimes you're coming across few B2C customers also, and in such kind of situation that you're not putting all your baskets in tax inclusive. You're sometimes giving it as tax exclusive. So in such cases, you have to go to your organization settings, and while creating the customer, you have to change it. Now the issue is, imagine you're not an administrator, you don't have access to settings features. You won't be able to change it. You need to have the permission first of all. So you'll have to communicate with it. If you're any of the sub-user, you'll have to communicate with it with the administrator, get the permission. You won't be able to get the permission. You will have to ask the administrator to change it for that particular instance and create the new customer in a tax exclusive manner, provide all the bills and everything, and then again ask the administrator to go back there under the organization setup and change it once again. It's a very tedious process, right? So right now we have included the tax method field here itself. So any sub-user, you will be able to make the decision at that time itself. You don't have to include the your administrator there. I mean, the decision has to come from the organization, obviously, but you don't have to include your administrator there. So that can be put aside, and it's up to you for the sub-user to decide and create the new customer. So that is the major advantage of such kind of tax method toggling option availability, which comes under customers helps us. That's the use case.